Hi guys, welcome to Chidre's Tech Tutorials educational YouTube channel. If you scroll down, you find Web Design and Development Tutorials section. In Web Design and Development Tutorial section, you find jQuery Tutorials playlist. If you click on View Full Playlist, you find all my jQuery tutorials where I'm explaining jQuery in depth and step by step guys. In this video, I would like to discuss jQuery get and set content functions. jQuery get and set content functions are used to get or set content of an HTML element. As the name itself indicating, jQuery get and set content functions are used to get or set content of an HTML element. Let's understand one by one. We have HTML function is used to get or set content of an HTML element including tags. HTML function is used to get or set the content of an HTML element including tags, whereas there is a text function is used to get or set the content of an HTML element excluding tags. So understand the difference here. HTML function is used to get or set content of an HTML element including tags, whereas text function is used to get or set content of an HTML element excluding tags. Only text guys. Let's have a demo and understand. I minimize everything. I right click on default.html page, say open with the notepad. You can see that default.html page is open in the notepad. Its title is set to jQuery get set content functions. And there is a div with 2 paragraphs guys. I minimize it. I right click on default.html page, say open with the Google Chrome. You can see default.html page is open in the Chrome. Title is set to jQuery get set content functions. And you can see 2 paragraphs are displayed. Now I go here and select the div. Okay, what I do, I select the div using jQuery. So I'm saying div, and then I'm going to call HTML function. I simply call the HTML function. What it does, as I told, it is going to return. It is going to return the content of the div including tags. Okay, let's see. If I say alert, bracket close. If I save it, go to browser and reload, you see that it has returned the content of the div including tags. So we can see opening p tag, closing p tag, opening p tag, closing p tag, right? We have content as well as tags here. Instead of HTML, if I use text function, what it does, it only returns the text guys. Okay, if I save it, go to browser and reload, this time you see we are getting some text displayed, but tags are not displayed here, right? Opening p, closing p, opening p, closing p are not returned here. So that is the difference between the HTML function and text. HTML function returns the entire code guys, okay, content as well as tags, whereas text function here it returns only the content, okay, excluding tags. In the same way you can set also. You can not only get, you can also set HTML, set text guys. So if I go here and say I'm going to remove this alert function, and now I'm going to call HTML function. In double quotations I say, let's say here h2 I will use, h2 heading text, closing h2. What happens after this code is executed? It replaces these 2 paragraphs with h2. It removes the paragraphs and adds this h2 there. Let's see. I save it, go to browser and reload. You can see only heading text is displayed. Paragraphs are removed. If I right click, inspect, you see there are no paragraphs. You can see only h2 is available. So that is what this HTML function does. It adds the content including tags. Okay, like if I copy this, paste 2 times, save it, go to browser and reload. Now we have heading text as well as paragraphs. Heading text as well as paragraphs. So that is the HTML function guys. Now if I replace this with text and save it, go to browser and reload, this time you see that it is adding that tag as a text itself. See, h2, closing h2, p, see, it is used to set the content as text. Understanding? So if I come here, if I say here paragraph, paragraph text, okay, what happens? It removes these 2 paragraphs and displays paragraph text, adds paragraph text as the content of div. I save it, go to browser and reload. You can see now we have paragraph text displayed. So that is the difference guys. I hope you understood the difference between HTML function and the text function. Okay. Next we have the val function and attr function. Val function is used to get or set value of a form control. If you want to get value of a form control or set value of a form control, you will be using the val function, guys. So for that, what I will do, below this div, I am going to add a input. I say here type is equal to text, and value I am going to set initially empty, and I am going to give an ID so that I can access his txt username. Now here I save it first, go to browser and reload. You can see that we have a text box. Okay, now I'm going to select this text box by saying dollar, in brackets, in double quotations, I say hash txt username. I am selecting the element by its ID. Okay, not dollar here, hash. I'm telling select the HTML element whose ID is set to txt username. This element ID is set to txt username, right? I can get its value by saying val. Simply call the val function. Here I say alert. I'm calling the alert function. Now you can see that value is empty, right? If I save it, go to browser and reload, you get empty here. Nothing is displayed, you see that. But if I set the default value, let's say I say here Manju. I save it, go to browser and reload. Now default value is Manju, and you can see that it is getting the value of this text box. Here in the alert box, it is displaying Manju, right? Understanding? So that is the use of val function. It is not only used to get the value, it is also used to set the value. So at present you can see the value of this text box is Manju, right? Default value. I can change it using the val function. I can simply come here in double quotations. If I say here Ravi, if I save it, go to browser. Okay, let me, here I'm not alerting, okay, I'm just setting. I save it, go to browser and reload. You can see that the value is changed from Manju to Ravi. So it is happening at runtime, you can see that. So that is the use of val function, guys, which is very useful to create interactive applications. Okay. Next we have attr function. Attr function is used to get or set value of an attribute, guys. You can get the value of an attribute. You can set the value of an attribute. For that, let's say I am going to create a password field. Okay. I say password and the value will be empty, and here I say pwd user, that means user password. Okay, now what I do here, I'm going to select it by saying hash pwd user. Now I can get what is the value of type attribute. So I simply here I say type, instead of val I will use the function attr. Now I will say here alert. Okay, I say alert. Now it is going to display the value of type attribute of this element. And what is the value of type attribute here? Password, right? If I save it, go to browser and reload, you can see that it has displayed password, right? It is a password field, you can see that. You can get the value of an attribute as well as you can set the value of an attribute. Now if I want, I can convert this password field into a text field by saying type comma text. Here I am telling this field type attribute value should be text. So instead of password, it is going to become a text box, guys. I save it, go to browser and reload. Now you see, if I type the text, you can clearly see the text. It is not a password field now, it is a text box now. You can see that it is showing here type equal to text. It is changed, right? So you can set the value of any attribute, or you can get the value of any attribute using attr function, guys. I hope you guys have clearly understood all the jQuery get, set, content functions. I suggest you people to try it yourself. Okay, I suggest you people to try whatever I explained by yourself. If you try at least once, you get 100% clear idea, guys, and you can make your own applications later. Okay, for this video tutorial, this much is enough, guys. In the upcoming video tutorials, we discuss more about jQuery in depth and step by step. For more benefits and be up to date, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep learning, keep coding, keep sharing. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.